Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. Today's video we're going to be drawing Metal Sonic again. I drew one of Metal Sonic, but that was about 8 years old already. I actually looked it up before starting the video. So it's about time we do another Metal Sonic. This Metal Sonic I kind of drew more in like a cartoon, well I guess a more cartoony style, like in those like Sonic short animations. So it's a little less detailed. But it should make for an easier tutorial, so it should be a win-win. And thank you, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name, I'll just spell it out. First name M-O-N-U-R-U-P, last name B-O-R-G-O-H-A-I-N. Thank you so much for the request. I would have butchered that terribly, so I just spelled it out. So thank you so much for the request. Remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the video. That really helps me out. And without further ado, let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so to start off drawing Metal Sonic here, what we are going to do is start with a nice decent sized circle. And we're going to hold our paper in landscape because it'll be easier to fit all the details in with this pose. So we're going to draw a nice decent sized circle like that. And then we're going to draw another circle kind of like right underneath it like this. And then we're going to get a line that goes out here and then kind of down into like another circle right about here. And then we're going to get like a circle here for his shoulder. And I'll go down. We're going to get his hand right about here. This leg's just going to go out and be like a circle right about here. And then he's going to have a hand somewhere around there. And it's going to just, there's his arm. That's pretty much all we need for the gesture, so let's jump into his head. So we'll draw the crosshairs. They just look something like this that go around the circle. Like that. And now what we're going to do is start off with his like kind of eyebrow shape. So to do it, we're going to start with a nice curve line that curves over and then goes kind of up like this on an angle a little bit. And then here what we're going to do is go up and over this way. So you get kind of like a V shape. Like that. And then what we can do here is we're going to start a little bit before this line ends. So right about here and just draw a curve line. Curving in and down. It's going to kind of follow the circle that we have a little bit. And kind of the same thing over here. We're going to just draw a nice little curve line that just curves down and over, and we're going to stop right about there because we're going to draw in his nose now, and his nose is this little like triangle shape like that, and then you just do a curve line so you get like a cone, and then from here we can finish off his muzzle. So it's going to go down, kind of curve up and around when you get to the nose there, then it's going to go down and then kind of up into the eye like that. And now, very simply, we're going to start right at this corner here and just do a nice big curve line that just wraps around like that. And then here we're going to get a nice circle with a line through it, so it looks like a gear, or not a gear, like a nail or a bolt. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so now that we got all that done, we could draw in his eyes. His eyes are these nice big circles. So you're going to get one circle, and it's going to kind of touch this line. So you're going to get another circle right about there as well. And then you're going to get a slightly smaller circle inside, like right on the middle of it. And then you're going to get a nice little circle right here, and you see a little bit of it right there. And then if you want to, you can shade all this in black because Metal Sonic's eyes are black. That's how you know he's evil. And we'll get here too. Now Metal Sonic has like a cool design. Like he's like the perfect like evil kind of version of Sonic. Well, now Scourge is kind of the perfect evil version of Sonic. But Metal Sonic has like a good like design look. Like, I like how his eyes, like, the white is black. They're nice red. And it's cool that he's, like, a robot, too. Like that. So that's perfect. And now we're going to go into his head shape, so I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. That should be good. So his head shape's honestly not too hard. What you're going to do here is you're going to start at this line that we made for the eye, and you're basically going to go up and then kind of go off of it. So you're going to start where it starts, follow it a little bit, and then kind of go off, and then curve it around like that. And then from there, what we're going to do is we're just going to go off into like this big spike. So nice, curves around a lot, goes out to about there, and then it's going to curve in like that. And you can just darken this in because I'm pretty happy with it. It's going to go down to about like the end of his eye level here like that. And then once you got that down, you could draw in his ears. So his ears are pretty simple. What you're going to do is draw basically a triangle. So a triangle like this. And then you're going to draw a triangle with a bottom like that. So there's one ear, and I'm going to erase some of the overlap as well. Just kind of clean it up a little bit. And honestly, it's really pointy too. Now I'm looking at it. You can round off the top of the ear there a little bit. The inside triangle, that can stay pointy, but you kind of want this just to kind of be a little bit softer. Not super soft, but just not super pointy either. So there we go. And now we'll get the other triangle, which would just be like this. So you get a triangle without a bottom, and then a triangle with a bottom. And that's that. And then for his bottom spike here, what you're going to do is start off right about here and just kind of draw a curved line that'll curve up like that. And we're going to start about here and just kind of connect into a spike there like that. So that's pretty much how you draw his head. Very simple, nothing too crazy. So now we're going to draw his like shoulder pad, and we're going to go into his arm, and then we'll draw the rest of his body. But we'll focus on his arm because that's what's in front. So basically we're going to start about here and draw a nice little curve line, or a U, like an upside down U. And then we're going to draw a little like dome that goes around it. This is like his shoulder pad piece part thing. And it's going to overlap his muzzle a little bit and like the back of the head here. But once you get that down, you could draw in a nice kind of curve line, almost like a circle right here. But you just see like this part of it. And now I'm going to kind of gesture in, so his arm's going to go out about here, and then he's going to have like this arm piece, like his forearm piece right about here. And then it's going to go into his hand here, and his hand is pretty much going to be like this big box. Like that. But we'll work our way, actually let's work our way up. That'll make a little bit more sense. So we're going to refine this box shape a little bit. I'll zoom in a little bit more. So basically what you want to do is you kind of want to have like a box on top of a box here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of draw in the box shape a little bit better. So it looks something like this, kind of curved down a little bit. And again, I'm drawing light, and the bottom of this box is going to be a little bit more rounded than squared. So I'm drawing real light just to kind of get like a feel. And then what you're going to do is kind of offset this a little bit, and then just kind of draw another kind of box shape like that. So you should get something that looks sort of like that. And then you can draw 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. And this is going to be the start of his fingers, and his fingers are basically just going to go up and then curve down. So like that. And honestly, they follow an arc too. So if you draw like a little arc there, all the tips of the fingers should meet that arc. So now we got that done, we can draw them in, and we're going to start with the fingers. And the fingers are actually super easy. So what we're going to do is start right about here, and we're going to just draw a line going down into a spike here. Then it's going to go up, kind of past this part a little bit, and then curve down, over, and then up. And a little tip, you want this line to connect a little bit before this line ends. So right about there. And then once you got the pinky down, the rest are pretty easy. So you pretty much draw the exact same shape. So a curved line going over. We're going to go down to that long spike here, kind of go up, and then you see a little curved line right there. Kind of the same thing over here. Go down, up, little curved line, and then just one more. And you won't even see the curved line there on that last finger. There you go. And I'll actually erase all the overlap just so when we redraw it in, it's nice and clear. Like that. And now just redraw in all the details. And again, this is why you draw light. So again, I can see the lines that like I want to have because I drew them like slightly darker and slightly harder than the lines that I didn't want, like my guidelines. So now that when I erase, it looks like I just drew this first try, and we all know I didn't. I'm going to go up to that square and be a shape like that. So very simple, and honestly that's probably the hardest part of this arm. The next part's pretty easy. So we're going to start right here, and what we're going to do is draw a nice kind of curve line like this. I'll zoom out a little bit. So you're going to get a curve line kind of going down the middle, and then from there you're basically going to get like this upside down V like this. And like the V starts at like here, but you don't want this line touching the V, you just kind of want it loose by itself, and then this V goes around it, and then from that V you just kind of angle it down and in to where the wrist is, like that. And then this arm is just simply two parallel lines going up, and you get a nice little curve line right there connecting them. I'll erase the overlap. Like that. And a little detail you can put in is right here on this ball joint. You could draw a little curve line. That makes it look a little bit better. There's a little curve line right in the middle. Okay, now that we've got that down, we can draw in his stomach, or his his stomach part. And it's real simple. All you do is just kind of follow the circle that we have here. Pretty much to a T. So just be like that. And then here what we're going to do is basically draw another circle like that, but it's going to be this long kind of curve line, but it kind of makes a circle. And then from here we're going to start right about here and draw another little curve line like that. And then here you're just going to get a series of little bends here, like that, just to show it kind of going in to the middle. And you could shade the middle in black. Just like that. Alright, now we'll do his other arm just to get it over with. And it's much easier than this one. So basically, I kind of like the positioning of it. What we're going to do is kind of draw like a box here for his hand. But what we're going to focus on right this second is his arm piece, because that's kind of in front. So all we're going to do is it's going to be about here. So we're going to just draw a nice little curve line like this. And it's just going to curve out and then in like that. Curve out and then kind of curve in right about there. So you get a shape that looks like this, and then you just get that line down the middle there like that. Very simple. And now here, we can kind of just go into the square shape. So it's going to be a little bit more rounded on the bottom here, so we're going to just draw kind of like a little U shape. But then when you get to the top, it straightens out and becomes like a box. Like that. And now here you're going to get a line going down, and it's going to wrap around like that. And then off that line you're going to get like another little circle here. And off that circle you're just going to get a nice little spike that goes off like that. Very simple. And here we'd get our 4 fingers. And they just kind of go off and curve down, off and curve down, curve down like that. And now all we need to do is just draw that in. So we're going to do a nice little curve line there. And it'll curve down into a spike, and then curve in like that. And then same thing on this side, so it's going to curve down and then in. Kind of get like a curve line here, and a little bit of a line right there. Same thing on this side. And then one last one here for the pinky, like that. Very simple, not hard. And we're almost done. Now we just need to draw in his legs, which are fairly simple, very similar to his hands actually. So for his leg, what we're going to do is start off with like this front piece. It's going to be very similar to like this piece. Pretty much the exact same thing actually. So what we're going to do is you're going to get that line down the middle, like we started out with the other one. And then here we're going to do that kind of V shape. So it's going to curve down like this, kind of go over like that. It's going to curve in and down, kind of wrap around and then go up and kind of connect into this. So you should get a shape that looks something like this. The line going down the middle. And again, you can erase. You don't want that middle line touching this part. Like that. Very simple. Then we're going to get that ball joint again. And with the ball joint, you can draw that little curve line in the middle. Again, it makes it just look a lot better. And then you get two parallel lines going off the body to the ball joint, and you're good there. And now we could draw on his foot. So his foot's made into three parts. He has the front part, this kind of like cylinder that goes in the middle, and like the back part of his foot. So it's very simple to actually really draw it in. You basically just do this big kind of dome shape, like this, and then it's going to go down, kind of straighten out a little bit here, and then curve in like that. So it's kind of like a dome, but with a real like rounded bottom. And then for the cylinder, you pretty much just draw the parts that you actually see. So we get that circle, and you could draw like a line going down the middle of it, very similar to what we did right up here. And then this back part, you draw like kind of the flat part of it first. So you're going to draw a line going up, and then curving around like this, and I'll go in a little bit. And then here, it'll just kind of like bend over and then down, like that. And then the last detail you can do is he has a white stripe that goes across here. So you just draw a straight line going across like this, and it'll curve around like that when you get to the tip. And then you just draw another line that just stays parallel to that line we just made. Is that foot? And now we're pretty much going to draw the same thing with this leg. So we're going to go out, get the ball joint right about here, get the whatever this part is right here, and then we'd have the foot kind of where we have the foot right now. So again, very similar. We're just going to start out with that curve line, get that little V shape going on right here. It'll curve down and in like that. And then we see a little bit of that ball joint right there. Do that little line in the middle. Connect two parallel lines into the stomach there. And then here, pretty much the same thing. We will see a little bit of the cylinder right about, well, it actually connect to this part. Be right about there. And then we get the front part that's going to cover up a lot of it, and you see a little bit of the back part there. So I'm just going to go in and draw the front part, so we're going to get that dome type shape. It's going to go down and over like this, kind of straighten out about here before curving in like that. Then we'll get the circle here, the line going across. This would just kind of curve over like that. Then we kind of get the flat part of the back of the foot, line going across and over. See a little bit of it on the edge there too. And now we get those two parallel lines that just hug this foot shape like that. And that is pretty much how you draw Metal Sonic. Yeah, so not hard. I'd say this is one of the more easier how to draws. It might take you a couple tries, but I'm sure you guys will be able to get it. I will put the sketch that I just did up here. Well, that might be too many pieces of paper. It's not. I'm gonna use one of my. I'm gonna use. Whoops. Two of my. Stay up. Goddamn. It does not want to stay up at all. Yeah, honestly, it's probably because it's in like a landscape. Okay, there we go. I'll put my. Oh no, I got it. There we go. Perfect. Woo. How to use my frickin' what are they? External hard drive that I have laying over here to hold it up. So anyway, that's how you draw a Metal Sonic. Again, not a super hard one. It might take a couple tries, but I'm sure you guys will be able to get it. And this one's a little bit more cartoony than the last one I did like 8 years ago. So I kind of like simplified the details, made it a little bit more streamlined. So it should be a little bit easier even than that video. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys have requests, I do take requests. All you need to do is leave that in the comment section below. I'll take your name when you requested, and then I just make them on Sunday when I make a how to draw video. Oh man, I'm tripping over all my words. So I should really sign off. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.